Hello, good morning, streamers, and thanks for joining us here. It is Friday, January 2nd for our 8:30 stream show. I'm Mitch Carter. Starting off here, a couple of top headlines before we get things over to Michael Fecca for a check out there for your weather. Beginning here, though, following a breaking story from overnight, starting with Vanderburgh County authorities saying a police chase ended almost in the Ohio River. Here's a map on your screen here. It started just before 1 o'clock at the intersection of Sand Pit and Old Green River Road. A sergeant with the sheriff's office says deputies were investigating a suspicious vehicle out there. When they got close, the sergeant says the woman inside of the car drove off. The chase then went up to Pollock Avenue and went all the way over to downtown Evansville. From there, the driver got on Waterworks Road and hit stop sticks when they crossed Highway 41. After that, they say she went down an embankment, hitting a tree on High House Road next to the Ohio River. This here on your screen right now is what we can see from our Ellis Park sky camera. Obviously a little hazy, a little foggy, but through that gray, you can see just how many lights are out there from law enforcement officers responding here. Authorities said the woman was removed from the car and taken to the hospital, and we're told once she gets released, she'll be arrested and face several charges. Also, new information this morning on a Warwick County story we brought you last night as breaking news. Family members tell us the high school boy who was shot in the neck last night was shot accidentally. This happened at a home on Marshall Road near the intersection with State Road 161. The family tells us the boy was grazed on his neck. He was taken to the hospital and is currently responsive and stable. At this point, not much more information has been released, but if we learn more ourselves, we'll be sure to keep you updated. Now, some may say their New Year's resolution is getting more steps in, with state parks across the country out there to help bright and early this New Year's Day. Hikers in Henderson told Bryce West how the first day hikes helped them start the year with their best foot forward. Take a listen.
Many state parks collaborated with America's State Parks Thursday for first day hikes. It is a 30-year tradition that offers people a chance to get outside, exercise, enjoy nature, and connect with others on the first day of the new year. We spoke to hikers at Audubon State Park in Henderson who say their hiking group has built a strong community through this tradition.
Well, we've made some lasting friendships. I mean, we get together outside of the hiking group. I mean, we have a Christmas party, we have pool parties in the summertime, so it's just, we've really bonded, and it's just being out in nature is perfect.
It's nice. Like, it's good. It gives us time to catch up, like, after the holiday rush and just get into nature and just talk.
They say it's always good to start the year on a good note, and hiking allows them to do just that.
And a lot of people in our group have said what an impact it's made in their life, just helping with just different things that they've gone through in their lives, so it's really cool.
Now you've got first day.
Hikers say they enjoy hiking at Audubon State Park.
Audubon's real nice because they do some free, like, community hikes. They've got one, like, just throughout the year. They do ones where, like, the educators kind of show you, like, the swampland kind of areas and stuff, so it's awesome overall for the community.
They add that they enjoy being able to spend time with their friends and family on the holiday.
Oh, it's perfect. It's the best way to spend your New Year's Day.
Reporting in Henderson, Bryce West, 14 News.
And for those who maybe didn't want to get outside, there was plenty of action to be had inside as the Hoosiers nearly shut out the Crimson Tide here because Indiana won its first ever Rose Bowl 38-3, with watch parties being held all across the tri-state, including one at Rock-A-Bar in Evansville. One fan we spoke with says they were impressed by the massive turnout.
I was not expecting this many. They're turning people away at the door because we're kind of at capacity here. So it's pretty amazing to see everyone come together and watching us win, beating Alabama.
Well, the action for IU is not over just yet. The Hoosiers will now have a rematch with Oregon in the College Football Playoff semifinal. That game kicks off next Friday at 6:30 Central, with the winner of that matchup heading to the championship on January 19th. Right now, it is 8:34 here on your Friday morning. Going to pull that font down for you. Right now, stick around. We've got Michael Fecca up next with a check at your weather headlines. For now, though, have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert Weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Oh, good morning. It's meteorologist Michael Fecka moving on to our weather portion of the morning streaming show here. And we're going to start off with a look at our headlines and what we're tracking the next couple of days. Well, through the rest of today, it'll stay mostly cloudy, perhaps maybe seeing a stray shower primarily over western Kentucky, but I think most of us just end up dry throughout today and into tonight. And that'll lead us into a seasonable and tranquil weekend before we start to warm back up above average for next week. So let's get started with a look at our setup across the U.S. We've got this area of low pressure to our southwest right now, and that's going to remain to our south, but it's going to be sliding eastward. And as it slides eastward, we may see the very, very northern fringe of some of that rain graze portions of western Kentucky later on this evening and into tonight. But again, most of us will stay dry out there with just mostly cloudy skies. Nothing falling from the sky currently. It's dry, but it is chilly out there. Many of us have temperatures mostly in the 30s, and it's also been a bit foggy in a few locations. Some of that fog started out a bit farther to the north, impacting Evansville early this morning, and since then it's kind of dissipated a bit and sagged southward a touch. So we're seeing some reduced visibilities out towards Sturgis, Madisonville, and Greenville with around 3 to 4 miles. Here in Evansville, we've got around 9 or 10 miles of visibility now. And as I mentioned, those temperatures on the chillier side hanging out mostly in the lower 30s right now. 31 degrees in Evansville, 34 in Owensboro. Still pretty cool to our north. Fairfield sitting at around 29 degrees. But looking at the next 12 hours, we'll continue to warm up into the upper 30s to right around 40 by the time we get into this afternoon, and we'll stay mostly cloudy out there and mostly dry outside of that stray shower chance to our south. But looking at the weekend, we'll also stay pretty tranquil. Not a whole lot moving through here Saturday and Sunday. We'll start the day Saturday with cloudy skies, and then we'll see them decrease through the afternoon, becoming mostly sunny, topping out at around 41. And then Sunday, kind of the opposite. We'll start off with the sun, and then those clouds fill back in later in the afternoon and into Sunday evening. So let's take a look at the future radar and track all this out for you. So mostly cloudy and fairly dry out there today. Again, can't completely rule out some sprinkle or even some light rain across the southern portion of our viewing area there, but mostly dry and cloudy waking up Saturday morning, and then through the afternoon gradually we'll see that cloud cover decrease from northwest to southeast. We'll see that sunshine pop out for a few hours, and then we'll see it set for the night, and we'll stay clear Saturday night into Sunday, mostly sunny waking up Sunday morning, and then as we get into the afternoon those clouds fill back in, but not tracking out any sort of precipitation with that cloud cover. But we are tracking out a warm up, so we'll stay seasonable here through the weekend, topping out in the lower 40s. Then we get well above average once we start the next week. As soon as we get into Monday, we could already have temperatures topping out in the mid 50s, but by the time we get into the middle and end of next week, we could be looking at highs in the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees. And it does look like, while we'll stay pretty quiet there through the first part of the week, as we get towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we do have some better chances for a few showers. And it looks like that's getting picked up there on our precipitation outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, showing above average precipitation through the first 2 weeks of January here. So let's take a look at the longer range European model and see where we have our best chances for rain. So here we are on Tuesday. This small area of low pressure will pass to our north. As it passes to our north, it may be able to lift up a sprinkle or two Tuesday afternoon and into Tuesday night, but I think most of us stay dry up until we get into Wednesday evening. That's when we'll have a little bit more moisture returning up out of the south, stronger winds out of the south, increasing that moisture as well. And then we've got this area of low pressure that's going to sling in from the southwest to northeast Thursday. That'll spread in some widespread rainfall and lingering showers possible there into Friday before we see another frontal boundary move in for the weekend, and that'll bring in another chance for a few spotty showers. But there's a look at your 7-day forecast there. Let me go ahead and pull it up so you guys can get a better look at it. But again, fairly quiet and cloudy today, 40 degrees for our high, seasonable through the weekend, lower 40s for our highs. mostly cloudy, becoming sunny Saturday, and then sunny, becoming cloudy on Sunday. And it looks like we'll see temperatures starting to climb back up above average by next week. The warmest days looking like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But that is all I've got here for the forecast. I'm going to hop off the live stream, and I'll send you guys over to 14 News at 14 News at 11 and noon for the latest news and weather headlines. Until then, everybody, stay safe and have a great rest of your day.